Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Neil, and it's Monday, which means we're reacting to another episode of the Spitballers podcast, my favorite weekly podcast anywhere on the internet. And it's a bittersweet day because this will be my last reaction video to the Spitballers. I think it was probably just a bridge too far for me to expect that a novice reactor reacting to a niche podcast on YouTube would attract any sort of audience. And the fact is I'm just getting very few views of these videos, which is fine, but it's not worth the effort I go through each Monday to get these videos out just hours after they drop if nobody watches them. They bring down the numbers of my entire channel. It's clear that there's better material for me to react to that will attract an audience and be worth everybody's time. I'm still going to watch the Spitballers. I still love Andy, Mike, and Jason. Unfortunately, this will be the last time I react to them, at least for a while. If things change down the road and their audience grows and my audience grows, maybe it'll be worth revisiting. But at this point, this will be my last one. But I didn't want to just stop doing them without saying such. So this will be a full reaction video. This is episode 146 of the Spitballers.
It's the Spitballers podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
A zoom, a zoom, a zoom, zoom, and a boom, boom, pow.
Oh, that was great.
I was weak for Mike.
Zoom, a zoom, zoom, and a boom, boom.
There's a lot to like about that. The rhymes were there. They weren't complicated, but they were there.
A little boom and a little zooming.
A little zoom and a little boom.
Sometimes the simplest rhymes are the best.
Important. Isn't that how you would describe this show?
Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
episode's super
when
important.
When do we have our, very important Spitballers episode?
Tonight.
Where, back when they had the 80s and the 90s
A very
sitcoms,
special
and that
episode
was-
of Blossom.
Did you hear the joke about the pepperoni pizza?
Uh-oh. Cheesy?
We'll find out later. Okay. We'll find out in a little
terrible.
while.
Oh, that's it? Well,
That makes me feel really bad inside.
so we don't get the answer.
Hold on, what happened to the pizza? We'll find out in a little bit. Oh, no.
Are you going to be able to find that joke again? I see you closed the book.
Well,
They found a new gimmick.
I don't. Did you guys know that you're matchy-matchy today? Oh, yeah. Wait,
Is that
Wearing the same
my
shirts.
shirt?
Maybe you never experienced it. I don't know. The absolute terror and shame that matching someone else's shirt brought. Did you ever experience that?
I experience the same shirt thing every day. I went to a school where we had a uniform, shirt and tie and blazer.
My kids go to a charter school where they have to wear the same
They got
outfit,
unis.
and they've been freed of that world.
Yeah, they're
No self-expression allowed. Children.
You all look like nerds, so there's no one that's worse off.
Would you rather have skin that changed color based on your emotions,
Okay.
or tattoos that appear all over your body depicting what you did yesterday?
Oh,
That's funny.
Ooh, that is interesting. This is very Moana.
So do other people know your mood?
In genuine real life, which obviously this question is for, if you started turning red, I get in the elevator and you start turning red, I'm going to
take the stairs.
No, I'm going to see if you're all right. Do we get to pick the location of the tattoos here, or those also
I imagine
random?
it's a full body and randomly
assigned? Yeah. Then give me those emotions, baby. I'll wear my emotions on the sleeve, no problem.
Jason will show up.
Would you rather beat Al at Liar Liar or get $10,000?
Oh man,
Well, I don't like this
what
question.
a dumb question.
This is
Who put this
stupid.
question?
They want to beat Al and Liar Liar because
All right.
Would you rather beat Al at Liar Liar or get $10,000?
I honestly think I will. If there's ever a Liar Liar segment, I will still do a reaction video to that because I think I can beat Al before these three guys. Maybe that'll be my
Blue-colored
compromise.
Because I'm sad because I've never
That
beaten
I'll
him.
still do Liar Liar
But
reactions.
I would. He talks smack even when he's losing. So he
Right.
doesn't feel bad talking smack when he's winning, and then in that terrible voice. So that is his. I'm just saying, like in the owl voice.
Hey guys, I'm doing really good over
Bringing
here.
this back.
Man.
He puts a question like this in, highlighting his victories on our show. He's talking like this for the rest of his life.
Kyle from Patreon, would you rather all people only be able to use the word literally correctly or never be able to use the word is not a word.
Is not a word, but
What
it's
is it?
really annoying.
Is a sound.
I never knew how much I said until I started doing reaction videos. If you see little quick cuts, 90% of the time it's because I'm cutting out an I'm working on it,
No, they do.
but it'll take
that's all
time.
it is you are letting people know that you're thinking, or you're pretending that you're thinking.
It's not conscious though, guys. It's not something you're doing consciously. It's something that's coming out of your mouth while you're thinking of your next thought.
And I wanted to look this up because I knew this to be true, and it is true. Literally. You know, people say, I literally was on a roller coaster to hell. And you're like, no, you weren't.
The definition for literally has literally changed.
Here's the deal with literally, though. They have literally
Change the definition.
changed the definition. Merriam-Webster now has a definition for literally that means
figuratively,
in effect, virtually. So definition 1 is in a literal sense or manner. And definition 2 is the exact opposite.
No.
Yes.
That's not how language is supposed to work. We're supposed to change if we're using it wrong. The word's not supposed to change.
Well,
But
words change for
words evolve.
That's a great question.
Beverly from the website submitted this question. She says, if you were trapped inside a board game, like Jumanji,
Dangerous.
which one would be best and which one would be worst?
Ooh.
Risk would be a bad time.
World domination. It's all World War. That's the entire game of Risk. Clue would also be a bad time, right?
No, you're just solving the mystery.
There's been a murder, and you might be the murderer, and you don't even know?
If you enter Clue, that's the most fun because the murders are already taking place. You're not at risk of being murdered.
That's true.
So you're just trying to...
Someone might be at risk of me murdering them.
That's basically just a murder mystery party.
Yeah, actually, this sounds great. I'll bet they have real life Clue. Like
they do.
Oh man, we should do that. I love Zelda.
Oh, he's going video.
These are all
board games.
These are all great. Wait, these are only board games?
Yeah.
If you were trapped inside a board game.
Oh, all right.
But you please continue your literal thought.
I thought it was just games in general, but my thought was just like
When you heard Jumanji,
I'm gonna say Operation
Battleship.
Ooh. I don't want to go
Play
in any
Operation.
part. I don't want to be the one being operated on.
Okay,
and I don't want to be the
Operation's
doctor.
pretty good.
Either way, it's a bad situation.
Or if you're the surgeon and you just miss, you get electrocuted.
Oh yes, exactly.
Terry from Patreon, Steve Irwin,
All right.
has you pinned down in a headlock. What facts does he tell the audience about you, your behaviors, and your habitat? So, shout out to the great Steve Irwin.
Yes.
That's a fun question. I like that.
Mike does such a great Irwin.
Oh, he does. We've always said he does such a great Steve Irwin.
We have a middle-aged man his beard is graying, and he spends too much time sitting around doing nothing while he should be getting things done around his house.
Yeah. Man, that's good.
Dang, that was great.
That was way better than I thought. I thought I was putting you on the spot in some kind of danger zone, and that came right back at me.
Wow.
Well done. Oh, my goodness. That was...
Oh, thank you.
Outstanding.
Strong work, Mike.
Done. The studio audience was a big fan.
He's covered in tattoos. Look at the markings.
Look at the markings.
Beautiful.
Oh, you can tell how old he is from the wrinkles around the eyes. Because here's the problem. You're like, oh, hide behind a bush. I'm thinking about a bush in my front yard. I've got a big bush in the front yard, and and the problem is,
oh, the metaphors. The metaphors.
You guys want a draft?
Yes.
What's the draft today? I didn't read it in the headline. What do we got?
The Spitballers
What's the draft? What's the draft? Methods of transportation.
We are drafting ways to get around. Now, there are lots of different ways to get around. You cannot
Is the car the clear
draft
number one?
cars, trucks, automobiles.
correct.
These are the only 4 methods of transportation you get to use for the rest of your life. And everybody can walk and run by default, so those will not be drafted either. You can't draft cars, automobiles.
Then the number one's definitely plane, because I'm a traveler. I need to see the world. You take away planes, and I'm stuck.
With you guys. So
or I'm taking some long boat rides.
Within city travel, a helicopter is the fastest way to get anywhere.
It's a weird
dope.
101.
I think we all know where I'm really talented. So I'm going to take zipline.
You're gonna zip line.
I'm going to be zipping around.
That's going to be a high.
Andy is not off to a strong start here.
So I'm going horseback. I'm going to be able to get around the city.
I'm a big fan of train myself, but I feel like
How did people get
I could probably save that to the 3rd or 4th round.
Al?
I was going to say no from when he drafted it.
Okay. All right. Fine. Then
Wow.
I will not take
No
the
chariot.
But how about a golf cart? Huh? Is that allowed?
Is
Al?
that
No.
too much like a car? Too much like a car?
The judge, man, he is.
All right, he's laying this back down.
He is ornery today.
So I'm assuming motorcycles off limits too. Okay, give me the subway and the train, and I'm moving to Europe.
I do need to get from city to city. You guys have that kind of figured out. I do not, and you know
Train.
what?
He's got to
They
go
used
train.
to have it figured out. So I'm going to take a train.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a train, and then I'm going to
I'm
pair
the
it with
Andy.
the most obvious pairing, which is a jetpack. They do need to exist, according to Al Borland.
Oh,
Typical.
man.
Okay, well,
He's dropping
I was
a
just
hammer
kidding
today.
about.
I think Al's mad about the mocking of his voice, so he's really cracking down on the guys.
I think this was the first time ever that all 3 of us individually got shut down on a pick in a draft.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
Mr. Chariot, Mr. Golf Cart, and Mr. Jetpack
That's right.
got shut down because we couldn't figure out forms of
It's
transportation.
not because we couldn't figure out forms of transportation. It's because we give him the business for that liar
Darn right it
$10,000
is.
question.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
This was a little
Yeah, that was
payback.
it.
So maybe I learned that. I learned Al Borland's a big fat jerk.
Yeah.
Whoa!
The pizza joke from earlier was just too cheesy to tell.
Oh,
we did it! I don't remember what the
Did you hear the story about the
You're
pizza?
gonna have to go back and listen, Mike. Till next time.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
I don't know. There's a bit of a relief, honestly, in my heart that I don't need to react to these anymore, and I can just sit back and enjoy them. I wish more people knew about Andy, Mike, and Jason. They're hilarious. I've become a big fan in the last year since I've discovered them. And maybe one day I will be doing reaction videos for them again. I think I will keep doing. They have a segment called Liar Liar, and it hasn't appeared yet since I've been reacting to them. It only appears once every 10 episodes or so. But I do feel like it's a great play along segment, and I may just react to those. So keep an eye out for those. I'm going to keep watching the Spitballers every week. I'm assuming if you're watching this that you're a fan and that you're going to keep watching them. And keep an eye out for the rest of my content. I'm going to be adding a couple of more TV shows that I react to. Right now I'm doing Lost. There will be some new ones appearing in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for those. In the meantime, if you like what I'm doing, please consider throwing up a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell, and you'll get notifications every time I drop a new video. So thank you guys so much. Take care, stay healthy, and cheers.